The state of Tennessee has a rich history. It became the 16th state in the Union in 1796. The state of Tennessee is known as a volunteer state, and that is because in the 1800s they played a vital role in many battles. For example, in the Mexican-American War of 1846, Tennessee was asked for 2,800 soldiers, but instead they sent over 30,000. The city of Chattanooga was settled around 1815 by John Ross. It later became known as Chattanooga, which means rock rising to a point. It was a strategic communications point for the Confederates, who lost in the Chickamauga Creek and Chattanooga battles, where Union soldiers used it as a supply center for the campaign in Atlanta. There were a lot of mineral resources that were exploited by bringing in iron and steel mills, which caused air pollution to rise and become very unsustainable in the 1960s. Highland Park, a neighborhood found in Chattanooga, was founded in 1889 after a great flood swept downtown. Highland Park is perfectly square in border between Macaulay Avenue, East Main Street, South Holtzclaw, and South Willow. It was originally one of the city's first suburbs, but after expanding outward, it became less desirable. Caucasians left the area in the 70s and 80s, and was known as the White Flight. This is when Highland Park began to be known as a place of ill reputation, with lots of prostitutes, drug dealers, and other crime. The restoration of the neighborhood started in the 90s, where homes with original style being Victorian but also four-square and bungalow styles were being restored. In addition to Highland Park, Ridgedale evolved into its own neighborhood in the 1890s. It was bordered by Willow Street, Missionary Ridge, Macaulay Avenue, and Main Street. And Ridgedale is where the site of our thesis project is located.
After the textile industry expanded southward and made its way to Chattanooga, Chattanooga became a textile manufacturing center. The Dixie Mercerizing Company was organized in 1919 with operations beginning in 1920. It was said to be the largest and best equipped plant in the world, employing 125 men at full capacity. In 1921, John T. Lupton took over the leadership role of the mill. After initial construction ending in 1925, additions were added up until the 1950s.
Different styles of architectural ingenuity. The 6 historic buildings in the complex were built between 1920 and 1951. It is locally significant for its Art Deco architectural style and local significance in the textile industry in Chattanooga, but the main influences represented are Art Deco and industrial building. The mill is the only factory in Chattanooga that is constructed of primarily concrete. The structure needs a lot of cosmetic and interior work. Our conclusion is the design should give back to the Ridgedale community.